Okay, it's streaming. Can you check it?
Yep. I always have to, I've just opened it, but I always have to shut it down and open it again. Yes, it is live. Yep, it's good.
Okay. All right. All right. We are about to start here. On defense, we have Meadow, Mimi, Kai, and I'm not certain. Maybe Micah? Yeah, I think Micah. On offense, Poppy, Ella, Mia, Sophie on the draw, Ellie with the ball control.
Ellie Rector on the draw control.
Julia is also on offense. Ella with the ball over here on the near side over to Ellie. Ellie to Julia. Julia to Micah up top. Bobbles the ball for a moment, but gets it back. Now to Julia. Julia double teamed. Now to Sophie on the far side behind the goal. Sophie shoots. Save by the Hood River keeper.
Shot by Sophie LaFrance with a save by Claire Keeley.
Ball knocked free, but foul on AD. Hood River will restart. And guarded by Micah. Now guarded by Kai. Over the middle, guarded by Mimi. Mimi knocks it free. Gets the ball back. Now loose behind the goal. Recovered by Hood River. Hood River being guarded by Mimi. Over to another Hood River player. Guarded by Meadow. Cuts by Meadow. And shoots and scores. So 1-0, Hood River leads. So for those of you who might be at home and didn't hear about it, I actually suffered a concussion yesterday. Our dog headbutted us. So, or headbutted me, not us. So I was not sure whether I would be able to stream today. And I am not actually on the camera. Dana's on the camera because I can't look at screens without the concussion coming back. So I am just watching the field and commentating for as long as I can. And if it doesn't work out, I have some industrial earmuffs on right now, and I've got some goggles in case I need to just peace out. Ellie with the ball, back to Mimi. Mimi. Oh, I'm sorry, AD, not Mimi. That was AD with the ball. Now Ellie with the ball on the far side. Ellie at that far sideline, past the restraining line. Over to Julia, up top. Now Sophie. Julia. Julia cuts back in, takes a shot. Goalie gets it. Midfielder, guarded by AD. Now picked up by Kai on the far side. Going behind the goal. Oh. Well, there's a little miscommunication on defense there. But Wells comes away with the ball anyways. Meadow with the ball. Oh, tries to get it ahead to Ella, but it was a little short. Ella committed fully to it, dove to try to catch it. But I think all she got was some rug burns, so unfortunately Hood River with the ball. Now guarded by Meadow. Picked up by Kai. Shot, saved by Claire. Ellie with the ball now. Comes up that far side. Ellie over to Julia up top. They'll settle things down, set up the offense. Tries to pass it to Ella, but pass doesn't connect. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Hood River ball. I was going to say that the game is really quiet. The stadium's really quiet, but I got these industrial earmuffs on, so the crowd could be really loud, and I couldn't hear it. It's just me and my thoughts. Hood River on the attack, picked up top by Mimi. And out to the middle, guarded by Sophie. Spins back. Ooh, tough spin. Neither of the lower players could have got to that one. Good shot. Hood River leads 2-0. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Tamara landed.
Okay.
She's not from the US.
All right, Sophie on the draw. They're lining up. Oh, ref caught it this time. Oftentimes lining up off center because the Wells line doesn't go all the way through the middle. Loose ball there, still loose. And Hood River controls the draw. Poppy comes in hard. Good, D knocks it free. Oh, she gets hit in the face. That should be a yellow card. Yep, yellow card for Hood River. So Wells will have a player advantage for 2 minutes here. Normally this is when I would go on a little bit of a soliloquy about the values of wearing a helmet, but I think Poppy got hit in the jaw and the helmet wouldn't have covered that. So we have a slash there. So Poppy will get to restart again. Not past her screen. It seems like they should give her a little more space. The other players, yes, go behind. Yes, thank you. Number 16 looks upset by that, but you fouled her. You get to go behind. That's the way the rules work. Poppy with the ball. Now across the restraining line. Over to Micah. Now to Ellie.
Ooh.
In the middle to Mia. Back out to Julia. Julie over to Sophie. Sophie shoots and scores. Great passing there from Wells. Into the middle, out, back into the middle before the defense could respond. Sophie has a great shot. Hood River leads 2-1. Got a few substitutions here. Maya's coming in for Meadow on defense. On offense, we've got pretty much a full fleet substitution. June is in along with Malia and Maya, the other Maya. Both Mayas are in. Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the left. Julia to the right. Hood River leads 2-1. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball snagged out of the air by Ellie. Over to Malia. Malia. Oh, gets the ball knocked free from behind, but it was near her head. Pretty sure that was in the sphere. So, yep. Number 2 will go behind. Malia will restart. Now over to, they tried to get it to June, but maybe one of the Hood River players got a stick on it. Micah pops it free. Now we'll shovel it up on this near side. Has the ball. One hands it. Loses it. But there's a foul call. Micah will have the ball again. Micah over to Ellie. Ellie over the top to Sophie. Doesn't connect though. Rifle of a pass. Nice idea. Now Hood River on the counterattack, being guarded by AD. Good D by AD. Over the middle, though, there was somebody missed an assignment there. But they did not score.
Oh, my bad.
Sophie with the ball. I think the shot went to the left side of the net. Now being guarded by Julia here. Hood River switches the field. Oh, almost takes out the ref. Mimi gets the ball. Mimi, go, 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 Mimi. Now over to Maya. Maya. Guarded by AD. Ooh, ouch. That pass hits the Hood River defender or Hood River player right in the back. Maya tries to get it to June, but it goes over June's head. Now Hood River has it again. It's all back and forth here for a moment. All right, picked up on D by Kai. Over the middle to 16, but snatched out of the air by AD. Great defense. AD surveys. Brings it up this near side. Good, good. Oop. Hood River player did a good job stepping in there and knocking it free, but it was off of AD. So Hood River restarts. Pass ahead. Now being guarded by Ellie, the far side. Looks like Hood River's going to settle it down a little bit. Got a pick coming right for Micah, but uh-oh. Good job, Kai. Kai stepped in, but they're going to call Kai for the foul. So free shooting position on the far hash mark for Hood River. Two and a half minutes to go in the first quarter. Saved by Claire. Now being guarded by Mimi.
Wow.
The foul called on Mimi. Number 21 on Hood River was their leading scorer in the last game. Named Sky something. Oh, good job there by Ellie coming in. She is so fast. Man.
Come on.
Good help defense there by Kai and saved by Claire. Ellie up to Sophie. Minute and a half to go. Plus a good opportunity here. Tries to pass it ahead to Ellie, but intercepted by, or tries to pass it ahead to Julia, but intercepted by Hood River. Now Hood River coming down this near side. Guarded by Julia. Ball up top.
One minute left in the quarter, 1 minute.
Guarded by Ellie. Pass in the middle. Ellie got a stick on it. Pass went free. Claire picks it up in the middle now over to Kai. Kai brings it up this near side. Got a foul. 25 seconds to go. Kai passes it ahead to, try to get it to, I think, June, but went long. Malia has a chance at it. Picked off by Hood River. Hood River with the ball. Coming back. 10 seconds to go. Gonna have a foul there from behind, but she continues. 5, 4. Uh-oh. Sky had it. And scores right at the end of the quarter. All right, about to start the second quarter here. Hood River leads 3-1. As mentioned, I have a concussion because my dog headbutted me. And I'm feeling very seen because right now the Wells scoreboard, in addition to displaying, 12 minutes in the quarter, guess 3, home 1, quarter 2, also has a message at the top that says memory error. And that is very much how I'm feeling at the moment. So just trying to keep up with everything. I got some shop headphones on to try to reduce the amount of noise. I have sunglasses on until it gets too dark for them. Reduce the amount of stimulus and hopefully be able to continue to call the game. Sophie on the draw, Julia to the left, Ellie to the right. Kai, Meadow, Mimi, Maya on defense. I believe 80 is in mid, although she's back there to start. And Julia is actually on offense. It's good D by 80, but I think we're going to have a shooting space violation. Yeah, shooting space violation on Maya. Free shooting position on the far hash mark. Ellie's right next to it, so Ellie will come in fast. Got a stick on it, but oh, no goal. The Hood River player went through the crease, so despite the fact it went in the net, it will not count. Still Hood River leads 3-1. Got I think a cover there. Meadow with the ball. Meadow over the top to Sophie. Sophie in the middle. There's a couple around her, but she breaks free. Now it gets met over the top to Julia. Julia surveys. Now we'll circle around behind the goal. Over to Ella. Ella now near side to Mia. Back to Julia. Julia with 2 on her for a moment, but now just 1. Oh, had Sophie over the middle, but couldn't get it to her. They actually got a stick on that pass. Ball's knocked down. Hood River with the ball. Oh, and then Julia knocks down the pass. Julia, but cannot quite get the ground ball, so Hood River will get it on the out of bounds. Loose ball there on the ground for a moment. Now Hood River brings it up over the restraining line, being guarded by Meadow. Pick on Meadow, picked up by Kai. Now Hood River will bring it behind the goal. 80 covers. Now Sophie and 80 do a little handoff there. Picked up by Mimi. Good D. Meadow up top on D. Kai comes over. Crash as well, but they still score. 4-1 Hood River. 9.5 minutes to go in the half. One of the things Kai was talking about the other day is on crashes, like leading with the stick, so that you're not in the, I think so your body is not in shooting space violation. I'm entirely certain. I need to ask more about that. But on that last play, that's a lot of what Kai was doing once the player got past Meadow. Kai was coming in hard with the stick extended. So maybe a way to avoid the shooting space violations. Ellie on the draw now. Julia to the left. Sophie to the right. Sorry about Meadow. Now 80 has the defense up top. Over into the middle, guarded by Ellie. Takes a shot. That might actually be that's going to be shooting space on Sophie. I thought it might have actually been an offensive foul. I didn't feel like she had opening, but and score 5-1.
Repossession goal for Hood River by Georgiana Whitman.
Eight and a half minutes to go in the half. Five-1. Hood River leads. Julia on the draw. Ellie to the left, Sophie to the right. Draw control by Hood River. Ball behind the goal, guarded by Maya. Up top, guarded by Meadow. Got a flag up. Ref held that flag for quite some time, but out of a free shooting position on the 8 meter. The foul was on Sophie. It's going to be Wells' ball. Kai will restart it. 7.5 minutes to go in the half. Kai down that far side. Wow. I guess Kai ran out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
Guarded by Kai. Now behind the goal. Meadow. Guarding on the far side. Now Ellie up top. Met by Mimi as well. Good D. Good job by Mimi to come over, help, and then get back to her player. Something Mimi's always been really good at.
Whoa.
Little collision there. Mimi. I think they're going to call a foul on Maya. Oh, no. Foul is on the offensive player. Here we go, Ellie. Ellie with the ball. Over to Mimi. Mimi. Does a great job avoiding all those players and gets it over to 80, but the pass doesn't connect. That was like a maze. A little complex route Mimi just ran. Gonna have I think it must have been a cover there. Poppy will get the ball. And gets the ball knocked out, and Hood River has it. Behind the goal, guarded by Kai. Far side, guarded by AD. The player will bring it up top. Looks like they're clearing things out here, running movement off of the near side. over, tries to go over the top to,
All
but
right.
it doesn't connect. Sophie got a stick on it first, and then Mimi had it. Then Sophie bats it over to Ellie. That's looked really close to Ellie's head, but was not called. Now Sophie with the ball, about the 45. The ball gets knocked down. Federer recovers. Picked up by 80. Now switch. Kai on defense. Federer takes it behind the goal. Nice. So that was just a bit of beautiful communication there by Mimi and Kai. Going around the crease and covering. Ball's free. I think that'll be out of bounds to Wells. Yep, Wells ball. Mimi will restart here in a second. Yeah, so the defenders can't go in the circle either. So it's really hard when the other team is behind the goal, because they have to not only keep an eye on their players, but also keep an eye on where the crease is, where the goal area is. And so in a situation like that, Mimi was guarding somebody on the far side of the crease. Kai came around the circle. So for a moment, both players were there. And then Mimi's player went around the circle to the other side. And so the options there were for Kai and Mimi to cross or for them to switch. And they just seamlessly switched, and Kai went back and Mimi continued on defense on the far side. Ellie on the D. Oh, great interception there by AD. They were trying to get it into 21, their leading score, but AD just snatches that right out of the air. Now it's got 2 on her. She needs some help. Oh, she just got hit in the face.
Whoa.
No card?
And the ball.
Apparently, getting hit in the head doesn't count. Tried to run a little pick there, but Sophie and Kai switched. Ball on the far side, or behind the goal actually. Number 21 being guarded by AD. She fakes it, comes over the middle, shoots and scores. (6-1). Hood River leads. Minute and a half to go in the half. Yeah, so 21 faked the pass and then just scooted out real quick. Barely past the front of the goal and got a shot off and scored. Minute and a half to go. Sophie on the draw. Micah to the left. Ellie to the right. On offense, we have Maya, Ella, and Mia. Hood River controls the draw. Now being guarded by Meadow. And I call something on Mimi. Maybe shooting space violation, I'm not certain. But free shooting position. Shot goes wide left. Grabbed by number 7.
Wow.
Tries to shoot real quick. But now back into the middle.
Shit. camera. Bad camera.
So Kai with the ball. Kai brings it up. Kai. Ball's knocked free for a moment. 28 seconds to go. Kai, the defense. Five seconds. Being guarded by 80. Low shot. Saved by Claire. And that'll be the end of the half. Red River leads 6-1.
At half, we have Hood River with 6 and Ivy Wells 1.
All right, welcome to the second half. Hood River leads 6-1. Game feels closer than that, but that is a score on the board. Wells hasn't had as much possession on the offensive end as I think anyone would like. Well, I suppose Hood River is pretty happy with the possession, but the rest of us love a little more Wells offense. On defense, we have um, 80, Mimi, Mia, and Meadow, Maya. On offense, June, Poppy, Malia, Julie on the draw, Ellie near side, Sophie on the right. Ball up in the air, snatched out of the air by Hood River. Hood River controls the draw. Julia and Ellie tries to knock that down. Now, past the restraining line. Number 19 comes in. We're going to have a shooting space violation on Mia. Mia wasn't close enough to the ball. So free shooting position on the far hash mark for Hood River. And they score. 7-1. Hood River leads.
19, Josie Faber.
For those who tuned in a little late, our dog headbutted me yesterday, gave me a concussion. So I didn't think I was going to be able to stream at all. As a matter of fact, I still can't really look at screens. So Dana is operating the camera, and I am just commenting on the game.
If you notice a difference in quality.
Dana says if you notice a difference in quality, that's what's going on. I have no idea because I can't see it. I can't look at the screen for extended periods of time. I am watching the field, and for the most part, things are okay. But I will admit that I am watching the game with shop headphones on, and during the halftime, I put blindfolds on to try to reduce the amount that my eyes were using. But for the most part, I feel okay. Just a little pressure, abnormal. Hood River with the ball. Maya has a chance at this one. Oh, Maya does a good job just knocking that Hood River player out of the way. And they're going to say that there was a foul on Maya. I don't know. It was a hip check. I liked it. All right, being guarded by Mimi. Far side guarded by Maya. Behind the goal. We're on this near side with AD guarding it. They've over the top to that 21. Ellie got a stick on it. What are they saying? I'm saying there was a foul on Ellie. I guess must have got 21. And she shoots and scores. 8-1. Hood River leads. 9 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. Julia on the draw. Ellie to the left. Sophie to the right. Draw control by Julia. Julia spins back, sheds a defender, and then spins back towards the goal. Sophie with the ball. Now back to Ellie. Ellie over to Sophie. Sophie shoots. Oh, knocked away by a Hood River player, but that will be Wells ball. Great play there. Hood River player just happened to get a stick on it before it got to the goal. Stick on the ball, not a stick on the stick. Oftentimes when I'm saying that, I'm talking about getting a stick, hitting the stick. But this time it was actually a ball in the air that the Hood River player happens to pop up and hit and knock it above the goal. June with the ball. Now Ellie on the far side. Julia. Julie comes up top. Poppy sets a pick. Now it's Sophie. Julia with the ball. Julia goes behind the goal. Being picked by Poppy. Comes out this far side. Looks for options. Now to June. June takes a shot. Knocked down by Hood River. Hood River now with the ball on the far side. Guarded by Ellie. Knocks it free. Ellie tries to get it back, but Hood River has it. Number 15 for Hood River. Tries to make a way forward. That's going to be a foul on in the sphere for Ellie. Oh, no. June, I think, just tripped and fell. Shot. Oh, no. And Mimi is hurt on this end. There's going to be a yellow card on the Hood River player. Mimi is going to have to come out and have her hand looked at. Hood River player shot when she shouldn't have shot. So hopefully Mimi is okay. Hood River will have 2-minute penalty for a dangerous play. So Wells will have a player advantage while Mimi gets checked out. Kai comes in for Mimi. Well, has the ball, will restart. Kai brings the ball up the field. Comes around some players. Yeah. Brings it up past the restraining line. Gets pushed. Now it's way behind the goal.
Oh, did nobody pop out for Kai?
Oh no, it's offsides on Hood River.
Oh, okay.
Hood River was offsides because they had too many players on offense. Kai is sticking around on offense, although I think they're supposed to switch back with Sophie. Julia shoots and scores.
Oh, yeah!
Starting goal by number 17, Julia Brown. On the key from number 43, Ellie Rector.
All right. So Hood River leads 8-2, just under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Is Mimi done?
All right. Julia on the draw. Ellie to the left. Sophie to the right. Wells still has a player advantage. Ball up. Draw control by Julia. Great job there. Julia past the restraining line. Has Ella on that far left. Now back to Micah. Micah. Oh, has Ella cutting. Great cut, Ella. Well, didn't see it.
Alright.
Pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Hood River ball. Now back to the goalie.
Oh, go.
Up ahead. Hood River.
Goes down.
Guarded by Mia. Now knocked free by Ellie, but recovered by a different Hood River player. Good D. Now being guarded by Kai. Dangerous 21. Because they have a player advantage, Wells is actually going behind the goal. Oh, now the player advantage is over. Guarded by Ellie. Good job,
wow.
Ellie. Ball's knocked free, picked up by Ellie. Ellie over to Ella. And Micah. Micah with the ball. Back to Sophie. Ellie on the far side. Behind the goal to Julia. Maya with the ball. Over here to Meadow. Ball knocked free. It was either out of bounds or a cover. I'm not sure which. It was pretty close to being out of bounds. But either way, Wells ball. Maya with the ball. Over the top to Julia. Julia goes around circle. Tests the defense. Ball's knocked free from behind. Recovered by Hood River. Long pass up to Mia. Ooh. But her attempt to dig the ball out just sort of popped it towards the middle. Hood River gets the ball. Covered by Kai. Over the middle. Shoots and scores. 9-2. Hood River leads. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's like Mimi may be coming back in the game. That's good to see. Put the goggles back on. Maybe not right this moment, but it's prepping to come back in. Julia on the draw. Sophie to the right. Ellie to the left. Draw control by Hood River. Oh, over the middle. Good job by AD to get over and get a stick on that. Out of bounds. Hood River will restart. Guarded by Kai. Guarded by AD on this side. They shoot, goes wide right. Wow, what in the world happened there? I thought the shot went right, but then it bounced and was on the left side of the net. So I'll blame it on the concussion. Mia guards 21. 21 dives in and then pulls it back out. There will be a foul on Ellie. Free shooting space right in the middle. Kai and AD. That's going to be a false start. That'll be Wells' ball.
Right.
She moved too soon. And by moving too soon, she turned the ball over. So Wells will get the ball back. 80 now with the ball. Brings it up this near side. Oh, now hit out from behind, but believe it will still be Wells ball. Yep, Wells ball. Actually, it was a foul, so 80 will restart it where the foul occurred. Looks around, throws it back to Micah. Micah to Ellie. Ooh, Ellie tries to make a pass, but it was cut off and then comes in. That'll be a shooting space violation. Ellie will have free shooting position on the 8-meter line. Great scoring opportunity. Good recognition by Ellie to see that the pass was going to be intercepted. Pulls that pass back in, cuts to the right, drops into the middle, has a scoring opportunity, and then defender, we're going to have another foul. Ellie will get another free shooting position. So she pulled it in. The defender had to step in front of the goal, which made it a shooting space violation on that first one. So Ellie again, in, ball's knocked free. Hood River recovers. That is what Ellie does to opponents on a regular basis. So I guess somebody returned the favor there. Loose ball picked up by Mimi, who's back in the game. Good to see Mimi back in the game. Keep going. Yes, Mimi past the restraining line. I am, as someone who spent a life as a defender, I am always happy when defenders go past the restraining line and in on offense. But now Mimi comes back. To be clear, I did not play lacrosse. I did not even understand lacrosse when I started playing. I played soccer. But I always liked it when defenders got goals. Julia spins. Oh, saved by the Hood River keeper. Good job to... Oh, Julia. Julia was in the crease.
Julia.
Ball has to come back to the goal here to restart.
Where is the ball? Oh, okay.
10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hood River keeper with the ball. Long toss. Clock should start. Guarded by Mimi. Shot goes wide left, out of bounds. 2, 1, and that's the end of the quarter. Hood River leads 9-2.
That's the end of the third quarter. Hood River 9, IBL 2.
All right, on to the fourth quarter. Hood River leads 9-2. On defense, we have Mimi, Mia, AD, Maya, and Meadow. So my guess is that AD is actually playing mid. And of course, Claire in goal. I've not called out Claire as much as I should for goalkeeping. On offense, we have Micah, Maya, Ella, Julia on the draw, Sophie to the left, Ellie to the right. Hood River with the draw control. Oh, had a wide open shot there, but they did not hit it to the left of the goal. But Hood River will keep the ball. Number 21 behind the goal. Covered by Mia. I think it's a shooting space violation on Ellie. For 21, we'll have free shooting position on the far side. And they score.
Hood River goal.
10-2, Hood River leads. Just under 11 minutes ago in the fourth quarter.
Beautiful light. It could be kind of blinding though.
Julia on the draw, Ellie to the left, Sophie to the right. Draw control by Julia.
Draw control.
Past the restraining line. Behind the goal to Maya. Maya spins around, shoots. Oh.
Shot by Maya Soto.
Ball loose.
Whoa.
Picked up by
Oh,
Ella.
yeah.
The goalie tried to make a pass and it just came out of their net before they got the pass off. Now Julia over here to Ellie. And to Micah. Back to Ellie. Now Julia. Julia around the circle. Now to Sophie. Sophie pops in real quick, shoots. Saved by the Hood River goalie. Good job by Sophie to get that shot off though. Out of bounds, that'll be Wells' ball. Micah will restart it on the near side here. As Julia open, gets it to her. Julia behind the goal to Ella. Ella over to Maya. Maya comes up quick, looks for the shot, doesn't have it. Ball's knocked out from behind. Hood River with the ball. Out of bounds on Hood River. So it will be Wells' ball. Julia restart it. Julia up to Micah. Tries to pass it over to Ella, but batted down by Hood River. And Hood River on the counterattack. And guarded by Julia. Julia will have to peel off here. The restraining line, yep. Picked up by Mia. Into the middle. They tried to get it to 21, but the ball was free for a moment. 21 now has the ball. Guarded by Meadow. Now picked up by Mimi. And Ella. Double team. Over the middle to 7. Ooh. Good defense by Wells. It was 80, I think. A player went to go take a shot, and 80 was right behind and kind of got stick to the body. Ella with the ball, now ahead to Micah. Micah. Looked for a moment for Julia, now tries to test the defense. We have a foul on Hood River. Ella restart on the 12-meter line. Oh, knocked out from behind before she could even get a pass off. Guarded by 80. Low shot and score. 11-2. Hood River leads. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game. Micah out, Poppy in on offense.
Oh.
All right, Julia on the draw. Ellie to the left. Sophie to the right. Ball's up. Draw control by Julia. Julia ahead to Sophie. Sophie on the far side. Behind the goal to Ella. Oh, tries to get it to Ellie, but intercepted by Hood River. Pass goes wild, but controlled by Hood River. Oh, dropped.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Something went wrong with the camera there for a moment. With the, not sure what happened. Free shooting position, and they score. 12-2, which means that we'll have a running clock.
Put a goal by number 21, Sky Rocher on the free position.
About 5 minutes to go in the game. Hood River leads 12-2. Hopefully the stream continued.
I mean, it's
Oh
still
no,
got
it
the.
says bad quality.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll come back here. That could also just be an indication that I've run up against my data limit for the month. Tomorrow's the end of the date. That was my watch.
Oh dear. Okay.
My watch was somehow opening the camera on the phone. All right, Julia with the ball.
Wow.
And she
Wow.
Julia Pickleball Brown on the goal.
So that will stop the running clock. Hood River leads 12-3. Apologize for the video quality. I am pretty sure it's...
Andrea says I can see fine.
Oh.
Thank
good.
goodness.
We're hearing that you can see fine, but there's this little indicator that is supposed to tell us what the video connection is to YouTube, and normally it's green or when everything's good, and then it'll be like yellow when it's, okay, and then red when it's not good. And right now it's red, so I'm surprised the video quality is good. But we'll take it. Under 4 minutes to go, and then tomorrow my data plan resets, and hopefully everything will be fine. But then maybe by Wednesday the concussion will be gone. Hood River controls the draw. Picked up by Meadow.
Oh,
pass
wow.
over the top.
All right. What? So their ball. But...
Hood River thought for a moment that the ball was going to bounce into the goal, but Claire saved it. And then somebody was in the crease, so that player had to go behind the goal. Oh, ouch. That'll be a yellow card, I think. Or was that green? I couldn't quite tell the color. But the foul, Julia will...
Clear the comment,
You can't clear
matter.
it.
Okay, never mind.
Julia on this side of the goal. Now Ella behind the goal. Over the top to Poppy.
Oh.
Shot goes over the
that
goal.
was
That should be Wells' ball, though. Julia was closest to it when it went out of bounds. So Wells will retain the ball. Julia. Back to Ella. Ella over to Sophie. I am unclear what the call was. It was away from the ball.
Maybe the person guarding Julia.
Yeah. Seemed like it was somebody guarding Julia away from the ball, but then Sophie restarted it, which also is strange. Ella with the ball. Tries to go into the middle, but intercepted by Hood River. A little over 2 minutes to go in the game. Hood River on the fast break, guarded by Mimi. Shot goes out. Claire, I think, got a stick or a foot on it. I'm not sure. But Hood River will restart it.
Clock's still running.
Nope. They were offsides. Hood River brought too many players past the restraining line because they've got a penalty right now. So Mia bring the ball up on this side. Mia tries to get it to AD. Intercepted by Hood River. Now Hood River with the ball. Now they're even again. Hood River, power play is over, penalty is over.
One minute remaining. 1 minute remaining.
And to go in the game. Oh, Ellie for a push. Hood River player tried to restart quickly, but it was
Yeah, the clock management is not great.
shot and score. And that will do it. That'll be the end of the game. Hood River wins 13-3.
And that's your final. Hood River 13, IUL 3.
All right. Well, I hope that was at least mostly viewable at home. Sorry for all the challenges, but you can blame it on the dog. The dog, for the record, for many years we'd let her out and she would hit her head on the door frame. And so one day I said, okay, I'm gonna stop this because you're gonna get concussions, dog. So I told her to sit, and I got her to sit and wait, and then I opened the door free, and then I told her free. So like no way that she could hit her head on the door frame. So instead she hit her head on my knee. So she has a hard head, she's got no brains, and all it took was one headbutt to me and I was out. It is Kai and Dana's fault that we have that dog in the first place.
Facts.
But
Fight
you
the
can
real
blame
enemy.
Coco
Yeah.
for the difficulties. And hopefully everything will be back to normal on Wednesday. Good night, everyone.